Aloha everyone! This video is created in collaboration with Mindwork Studios. They have an amazing Kickstarter that launched some days ago. The campaign celebrates the Art of Brom, focusing on some of the artist's most important works in his painting style. In this video I will introduce you to material I received from Mindwork Games for reviewing and explain the build and start of the paint job of the base. Every material I use will be linked up in the video's description. Please check the relevant links. Introduction. I received 2 miniatures from the new upcoming range pre-release to review them, and all I can say so far is that they are fabulous renditions of Brom's beautiful work. I picked Star Witch and Titania, 2 artworks Brom did in 2019. It was hard to decide for these 2, as all sculpts that will be available are just plain awesome. I'm sure I will get myself some more. If you enjoy the Art of Brom, you might also be interested in Mindwork Studio's offer of art prints during the Kickstarter. I would not have filmed this, but Magnus, one of my Patreons, asked me so nicely if I could film my process, and I decided why not. To everyone who also enjoys that I'm creating this video, please write down in the comment, "Thank you, Magnus." I want to thank Magnus and all my other Patreons for their amazing support via Patreon. If you want to join up, you can find a link below. I'm happy to be able to additionally test their new upcoming Brom Fine Art Heavy Body colors. Brom has personally selected the shades that will make up his dedicated color set. These are the tones he primarily uses in creating his works, as I was told. I enjoy mixing my paints a lot and usually work with heavy body artist colors myself, and I cannot wait to give these a go. Mindwork Studios did also send me their new wet palette, which has a cool black and dark design. The logo is involved, available air conditioning for the palette, and a good grip for the sponges. All in all, this looks like a well thought product. Unfortunately for me, when I paint at my large studio table, I do like to work with a large wet palette to have more space for mixing. I know some will call this one by Mindwork Studios large, but in my case it is small, and I would rather take it as my travel palette. I do like the design a lot though. Even my palette that you see later on in the video feels sometimes too small for me. I also received 2 of the brushes, and the first difference while unwrapping them is their weight. The wood part is a bit thicker and they feel heavier. I like that, as I'm a strong painter who uses strong brush strokes. I like if I can feel what I move while painting. It is a number 2 and a number 0, similar in quality to the Maestro Series 35. A watercolor brush, extra long and pointedly shaped, made of Siberian Kolinsky red sable hair, and I will use them later on when painting more detailed. Right now, in this video, I will just paint the base and need rough tools as I paint roughly. Building the base. Building the base was rather simple. I ordered some cool plinths from Tarot Model Maker in the UK, glued and prepared the miniatures, which was done super fast and it was so easy to handle them, and decided to glue the witch's plastic base and herself to the plinth. I decided not to add the additional original sidekick weird ghost horse spirit thingy yet, to focus mainly on painting the Star Witch and the base first, followed by including the spirit thingy. After the superglue was dry, I used some brown cork and added some rock pieces here and there. I know they are not in the artwork, but I like to connect plinth and plastic base with such details. I went with bigger chunks and smaller ones to achieve a level of detail that feels natural. If you are interested in the basic rules and guidelines on how to work with base and composition, I can only forward you to my own Etsy books, where you will find truly helpful guides on these topics. Link below, and you can find all my ebooks there. Thank you for your support. Painting the initial sketch on the base. Preparation. You know, I'm using all sorts of brands and paints, from hobby paints to artistic acrylic tubes from a wide range of brands. I do not have a favorite brand or say one is the best, as I think it depends on personal preferences, on how a color behaves for you in your way of painting. I can only tell you if I like what I work with, and you can decide if you give it a try. It is the same with brushes. Nonetheless, I'm really looking forward to test out new brands on their behavior and how they fit into my way of painting. While painting the Star Witch and her base, I will focus on the new Brom paints and work exclusively with them to see how I enjoy them. This means I got to mix colors on my own, which in my eyes is the most liberating way of miniature painting. It needs a bit of training on how to be able to quickly remix what you want and what you see. If you need training ground on this, I got a great video series for you covering this. Find it on my channel and learn beyond painting with me. On the first glance, I can say I'm able to remix every color I need from the lovely selection in the Brom series. Looks like they got great primaries, a good white and black, and additional single pigment tones that I can work in. Lovely. Let's put them to the test. As you have seen, I primed the figure black followed by white, with can. I do not like it too fancy here, and cleaning the airbrush is something I'm not good at. Know your strengths and work with efficiency. First impression on the paints is lovely. Thick like toothpaste, as I like my artist acrylics. In the best case, I can use them for all kind of purposes later on. Glazing, thinning, tinting, wet blending, airbrushing, but also use them to paint thick. That's very important for me. One thick coat sometimes is needed. And also thicker coats that are messaged in together. All to create painted color transitions, rough and clean ones in the end, the so-called blendings. I put my primaries to my right hand on my larger wet palette as I'm right-handed and will use them the most, beside black and white. The others to the left. I put the tubes close if I need to restock on the palette. You can say I'm usually starting every new palette like this, and then it evolves, no matter the size or brand of paints. I'm using lots of paint, no matter the size of the palette or brand of paints. I'm using lots of paint as I'm going to mix and paint and need lots. I do never think I waste paint. The only paint wasted is the one that is not painted with. Painting the initial sketch on the base. The painting process. Alrighty, as this is one of my first painting videos I'm doing, I decided for some things. These are important for you as viewers. I will explain my full process to you. Means I will also let you know about my miniature painting music playlist on Spotify and one of my favorite songs about powerful painting courage that I listen to on repeat when starting such a big and new and important project for me. Link below. When painting in the way of Brom, I need reference, and as I do not own an art print or a book with the Star Witch included yet, I got to go with my mobile. For me, often reference is key if I do want to study and learn something. Just like I did with learning from Facetta, this doesn't work without reference. As I'm not sure what all my viewers want when they see me painting, I decided on what I like when watching others in videos. I do not like too much fast forward stuff, and I do like to see the full process, even if it takes time. I will do some fast forwards here and there and will explain what I do, but both will come rarely, and I can tell already. It will be music, mixing colors, from my reference and painting. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed thus far. You can see that the colors do not fully cover while slowly drying. This is normal, as I had a small amount of water in my brush when I started. And white primer needs 2 layers for coverage. That is why I'm working in a second layer, you can say. You can call the first one the sketch layer and find your colors, and in the second one, it's there to manifest them. Additionally, you can see that the color slowly dries, and wet in wet painting is not perfectly possible anymore. Do not be fooled in the stage, there is still some softness in the thick acrylics that can be used to paint with fresh paint. While I'm giving the back some time to dry, I knew from my reference that her fabric on the leg is kind of done in the same dark black-brown color with a small pinkish sandish highlight to the upper area. I will paint this and sketch in while the rest is drying. This was a nice session to start with. I hope you enjoyed it. The basic colors of the base are there and fit to my reference. Of course, I'm not done yet. In the next video, I will sketch the skin and bring it to the same level to see my full picture. Then I will work a quick sketch on the grayish bluish spirit friend and then work out details overall. There is truly much to do still. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, tell me in the comments, press thumbs up and subscribe. With these actions you show me if you want more videos like that in the future. So far, Roman out. Keep on happy painting. Bye bye. Thanks to all my Patreons for their continuous support.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up.
Introduction. 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 I decided not to add the additional original sidekick weird ghost horse spirit thingy. Later to okay, this was hard.